Nyenenga, the warrior princess and the stallion's path. Princess Nyenenga or Poko was born in Gambaga, daughter of Naba Nidga. Though her father hoped for a male heir, he loved his first child immensely. She loved horses and asked for permission to ride. Naba Nidga agreed, and Nyenenga quickly became a skilled horsewoman and a fierce warrior, leading his indispensable Amazon cavalry. Nyenenga grew into a slender, beautiful young woman, earning the nickname Nyenenga, the teen. Many great families took her hand, but Nabanega refused every suitor. He was determined to keep his indispensable warrior doctor by his side, a decision that saddened Queen Napopo greatly. One day, Nyenenga planted okra seeds and watched them rot in the field. When her irritated father asked why, she replied, "My father, you let me waste away just like this okra field." Furious at the moral lesson, Nabanedga instantly imprisoned his daughter. That very night, the determined princess broke free from her prison. She slid into the royal stables, saddled her favorite white stallion, and rode out galloping into the darkness. She rode for hours until the horse, exhausted, stumbled in a forest march. Nyenenga fell and found herself alone in the region of the Busansi. Exhausted, she approached a solitary hut seeking shelter. Its occupant was really a young princely hunter who offered her keen hospitality. They soon discovered their true identities: an Amazon princess and a princely hunter who had both fled their predetermined life and fell deeply in love. From their deep love, a son was born. They named him Wedraugu, which means small horse or stallion, in honor of the valiant steed that had guided the princess to the hunter and their new life together. Wedraugu was their pride, inheriting his parents' courage and weight. When Ouedraogo was grown, Nyenenga, longing for her homeland, sent him with rich gift to Naba Nidhiga. The whole king was deeply moved by his grandson's visit and his daughter's message. He embraced the reconciliation with grand festivities. Naba Nedga gave Ouedraogo a great escort of Dagomba warriors, cattle, and servants to found a new kingdom. When Riale saw his son return with the large troop, he exclaimed, "I came to this country alone. Now I have a wife and I will have many men." The village they founded was named Morosi, meaning many men in the Bambara language, based on Riale's powerful words. This name over time became known as the Mosi people, where Drago became the first Mogonaba, establishing his capital at Tenkodogo. Thus, the great Mosi kingdom was born from the courage of a princess and the path of a stallion. Princess Nyeninga's legend is still celebrated today. Her white stallion guiding her to freedom remains the national emblem of Burkina Faso, a timeless testament to a warrior spirit.